Hi friends, in this video I will be deploying one Nodejs application onto the AWS, so we all can access that application actually. So I will be deploying that. So I will be using one GitHub repository. From this is the repository. I will share this link in the description or wherever it is applicable. So this is the code we are deploying. Sorry, this is the code we will be deploying on the AWS. Maybe we can have a look at this. This is the it is already deployed on creditbuddy.fardeen.tech. You can have a look at this. Is the beautiful UI created. I think Fardeen has created it. I will share his LinkedIn link also. You can access that. So the main usage of this web application is you can search through credit cards based on the rating, if you see here, and similarly you can check the details of that credit cards. What are the minimum income, what is the annual fee based on, so you can get the summary of it. The good thing is AI assistant. Using this AI assistant we can chat about credit cards. Let's say we will ask the simple question, what is credit card? For the basic, let's say maybe the newbie is coming, then maybe he can interact with it and get to know about the credit card. What is credit card? This is the information given by the credit card. We will be deploying this application onto the AWS. This is one thing. For deploying on the we need an AWS account. So I have already I have an AWS account. Please create one AWS account. Maybe you can search AWS login onto the Google. It will maybe you can follow any other tutorial to do that. That is one thing. And another is you need to create one IAM user. Once you create an account and log in into AWS console, it will come like this. If you see it will come like this. Maybe you can search for the AWS resources here. Like AWS has AWS S3 buckets, IAM, and Kubernetes. Lot of services or resources are provided by the AWS. First we will be creating one IAM user. Actually initially we log in with the admin user, right? So once you log in with admin user, you create one IAM user. To create IAM user, it's very easy. If you come to the IAM dashboard, you can click on the users here. You click on, you give the username and other details. It will create a user. It will create a dummy. It will create a user for you. One thing I wanted to mention, that create a username with admin access. If you see here AWS demo, maybe they might have added the policies. If you see the policies, actually while creating IAM user, you will be asked to add the permission policies. I have added directly the administrator access. Please add this. So make sure that you add this unless you cannot interact with the AWS resources from your local terminal. I have already done that. So this is one thing you need to do, and another thing is this is the one thing. Okay. And another thing we are going to install or use the resource is called EC2. EC2 is Elastic Compute Cloud. It is like a server on the cloud, right? This is a physical machine that is deployed somewhere. So we can access through the AWS UI, right? So one thing we need to do is create an instance. Here instance state is okay. We will create an instance. It is like a server. It is like in a simple term, it is a computer. It is deployed. It is installed somewhere. We are accessing using the AWS website. That's it. So you just click on launch instance. We will be creating instance. We are creating a one server. So we will give the server name as credit card info. That is what we are doing it, right? The Ubuntu image, the application and OS images, it is nothing but the what kind of OS you want to install with this server. I am choosing the Ubuntu server, and we have other OS, Amazon Linux, Windows, Red Hat and all, but for this tutorial I am using the Ubuntu OS, and I am using T3.medium. I will explain why T3.medium have chosen it, because I tried with T2.micro also. T2.micro, the application is not loading at all. When you try to access using the public address, we are not able to access that application. It is very slow because the RAM is only 1 GB. The application is not getting loaded. It is getting loaded, but it is taking time to do that. And another thing we needed to select is the key pair. Key pair is it is nothing but authentication credentials. Actually, I'm using the already existing one, AWS demo key pair, but you can create a new one, create a new pair. So what it will do is, when you do that, when you click on it, you give the key pair name and the choose the format, keep the defaults and keep the private key file format as .pem. So we will use this file. It will create one PEM file once you click on the create key pair. So using that file we will access the instance or the server that is created by AWS now. So I am cancelling it. I have the key already. I have selected it also. It is like authentication mechanism. There are different ways to authenticate it. The mode of by using this PEM file we can access this resources. So we have attached it. So if we use any other keeper, it will not work. We have to use only this network, and network is VPC. This is a network key. These are these are not that topic of discussion for now. So we will try to deploy as it is. Another important thing is firewall, that is security groups. It is like a firewall to our computer. Let's say we have a firewall, right, in our computers, where it will allow some ports, it will not allow some ports. So what you do is you just keep the defaults here, but I am using the existing security group. If you see here, we are creating a new security group with the rule allow SSH traffic from anywhere. Means actually we can do the SSH access. We can access that application using the SSH from anywhere. So we can access that. So we can do SSH is nothing but we can do the we can't say remote control. We can access remotely by using this mission. Let's say in the from my local machine I can access that server we are going to create. So I have a rule. I have a already one security group is there. I'm adding it. That's if you see allow SSH internet, right? Okay. This is the one thing I wanted to mention, and these are the summary of the instance we are going to create. The main thing we need to do is what is the AMI and what is the instance type. So I am clicking on launch instance. It will create an instance for us. So the instance is created, I mean it is initiated, it is in running condition. Yeah, that's it. If you click here, it will give you the instance details. What is the public IP address and what is the private IP address, what is the VPC, what is the security group of that security group of it. Okay, there is one 3000 port is there, right? This port I will explain what is this port. Once we deploy the application, you will get the better understanding of the security groups here. So this is done. So instance is created, right? We have to access it. How can we access it, right? There are different ways, but you can click on the connect, but I don't prefer that. Try to use I will tell you how can we do that. So you have already downloaded the PEM file, right? Go to that pem file folder, pem file. I have downloaded the pem file in this DevOps folder. If you see here, AWS demo keypair.pem, open the terminal here, okay, and copy the public IP address of this instance. Okay, these are the very important. Then you can access it like ssh-i, okay, ssh-i AWS path of the pem file and Ubuntu. Actually, instance created with a default username Ubuntu, we are using that username and the paste we are pasting in the IP address of the instance. Okay, once you enter it, it will ask you to, so it will asking you to, are you sure want to continue connecting. So what it is doing is this key is not known by the host because we are trying to access it, right? So it is asking you to add it. Yes, we wanted to add it, so it is permanently added. So now we are in the AWS instance, not in the local terminal. This is the terminal of the AWS instance. If you see, this is the username and this is the IP address, but this is the private IP address of the instance rather than the public IP address. If you see the private IP address is 172.31.45.168. we will remember last this 45.168. if you see, private IP address is 45.168. so we can confirm that we are in the AWS instance. So first thing we needed to do in the, as soon as you SSH is, for the first time is sudo apt update. So this will update all the packages. It will update all the packages it will update all the repositories information. It will get all the new data, if any new data is there, because all these images are deployed on the AWS many years ago, right? We have to get the new patches, new security patches and all. If we run sudo apt update, it will run that. Okay. Another thing is, we are if you see this application is deployed. This application is a Next.js application, and it is depend on the Gemini API key. If you see the AS string, it is depends on the Gemini API key. We have to configure these two. Next.js is dependent on Node.js. Okay, it is a distribution. It is a Node.js framework. So what you needed to do is, you have to install the Node.js first. Okay, another is to install Node.js. We will see install Node.js on Ubuntu digital version. I have already tried it before, but that's where it is coming. If you see here, maybe we will use the AI given by the Google. First thing is sudo apt update. We did that. After that, we will run this sudo apt install Node.js and npm. Let's see whether it is working or not. Sudo apt install. apt is a package manager for Ubuntu for install the packages Node.js and npm. Click on Y. So it is installing the Node.js on this system. It is installing all the packages. It will take a lot of time. I think it is done only 4%, 5%, maybe it is taking a time. Meanwhile, we will wait until the download is completed. I think I am recording the video, I guess. Yes, that's cool. If I am not recording, that would be a waste of time for me. We will wait. So I will be uploading this on the YouTube and the social media platforms. Maybe you can check that. It is taking time. Actually, I have used other installation process that took a lot lesser time than this. I have done. But I have added some another 2 different commands for it. Okay, it is done. It is 99%. It is done, I guess. Yeah, so Nodejs is installed. Let's check the Nodejs installed or not. Node-v will give the, yes, it is installed, npm-v. So this is the prerequisite for running this application. And we need, this is the code for that application, right? This code is already developed, right? So we will clone this code. Clone is nothing but get the exact copy of this code on this machine. So we'll do git clone. Git is already installed, but it comes by default with Ubuntu or this Amazon Ubuntu instance. Yeah, so we are copying the code. Yeah, if you see ls, if you see gen a, there is a folder called gen a. In that we have code cd space gen hyphen, yeah yeah, ls. If you see, there is a this is the Node.js application. If there is a file called package.json is there, you can consider that it's a Node.js application. If you want to cat package.json, you can see all the dependencies. It is like a bed of the, not, we can say bed, we can say it is we can say it is like a bed of that application. On top of it, no, it is not the bed of application. These are the dependencies. Without this application won't run, right? These are the dependencies, that's it. The dependency itself, it is saying. So yeah, these are the some dependencies. Google Gen A for the Google AI Assistant, Axios for making API calls. Next, this is an Next.js application, React, that comes default with Next. So, and Tailwind is a CSS library. It is like a bootstrap one, but is more advanced one. Yeah, so it is done. Once you package to install the package dependency, you need to do nothing. You come into this Gen AI folder and npm install. So this will install all the dependencies of this application. So it will take a little, it will take a time to install the dependencies. Let's see. Once it is done, we are good to go. Yes. Unsupported engine. Okay, it doesn't matter, leave it. Okay, it has installed all the dependencies. Leave about the warnings and all. Yeah, it has done. If you see, if you type ls, there is a folder called node models. Previously this folder was not there. If you see, this the node models folder was not there. npm install made it come node models folder. Once it is done, another thing I did to run the application, to run this application, you can do something. To run this application, you just need to do one thing, npm run dev. Okay, don't do that. Before running the npm run dev, you can do you can add Gemini API key, right? That is the important one. You have to, that is used for that is used in the Google AI Assistant. To do that, you need to create one Gemini API key. To create that one, go to Gemini API key, go to the Google and type this. So this will come. One thing I can say, you can create a Google API key, Google AI Studio API key. Actually, this is a Google AI Studio API key. We can use, by using this we can create. I guess I haven't used it, but Google AI Studio should be there. Maybe, yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, I have used I used it previously. This is the thing. Then you click on this get API key. If you are already logged in, you will be automatically forwarded to this one, right? So click on the create API key. It will ask you to create, select a project. Create. Okay, I think I'm not sure whether it works or not. Actually, it asked differently previously. Now it is asking differently. Okay, I have created already. Once once you done it now, you do one thing, don't select anything. As of now it is coming like this, but when you come for the first time it doesn't come like that. You will have a one API key. It will ask you to create a, here it is going to create a API key in existing project, right? It will not come like that. Create a API key in for a new project or something, it will come like that. Create on that, so that will create a API key. So I am creating a API key, and do one thing, here come do touch.env. so it will contain the environment variables for this application. Okay, so go to vim.env. okay, add this, then Gemini API key equal to this. I will add this. Okay, we will do one thing. I'm not sure about this .env. If you see, I mean the key, on this key value pair, I'm not sure about the name of this key on the application. I'll quickly check that. Yeah, this is Gemini API key. This is right. Yeah, Gemini API key. Yeah, that's it. So we are using the Google Gemini API to give the response on the Google AI assistant. Okay, this is done. Complete setup is you just need to run the npm run tab. So this will run the application. If you see, the application is running on the port 3000 on the local host 3000, but here the local host is nothing but an instance local host, not our local host, right? Instance local host. If you see, we can access the instance using the public IP address. One thing I wanted to mention here is security group. You can go, if you security group, if you see, you can add, you can create one you will be created one security rule. It will come like this. You need to allow a port 3000 because application is running on port 3000 here. You have to allow it. Unless you allow it, you cannot access the application. This is the, I have learned this very hard way. I should have watched some tutorial something, but it took some time for me to figure it out, but it is a very important one. If I will go, if you come here, maybe I will explain. If you come here, yeah, if you come here, click on the edit inbound rules. Yeah, this will, I am deleting it. Now try to add a rule, custom TCP on the port 3000. So application is running on port 3000. Here we are adding the anywhere. This is anywhere allow port 3000, and click on save the rules. So we have so public can access the application on the port 3000. Okay, that is one thing you need to remember. Okay, now the application is also running. This is we allow the port also. Okay, and okay, now we will copy the public IP address of the instances. Okay, one instance. Okay, here what is the public IP address? This one, and 3000. Okay, when you click on it, it will come like this. If you see, compiling debug will come when you do this. If it is coming when we are able to access the application. Maybe it is taking time for the first time, I guess. Yeah, okay, it has to load all the different coming for the first time. See, application is created, still loading. Maybe another yeah, it is HDFC, all banks. So this is cool. See, you haven't loaded the background image as of now. It is available cards, AI assistants. Now click on the AI assistant. So actually it is taking time for to load the application. Yeah, when you click on the summary, you will get the summary of that application, which has the launch access, what is the annual fee, what is the maybe minimum income, what is the joining fee, annual fee, all these things will be there. Okay, yeah, let's see what happens here. Card buddy and all. If you want to connect with the developer of this application, maybe you can check this his Twitter or GitHub and on his developer page. Yeah, it is taking a lot time than expected. Okay, we'll wait. Okay, I will I will explain why I have chosen T3 dot micro, T3 dot medium, not micro, T3 dot medium. I have tried with T2 dot micro, that is the free version available, but application is taking a lot time to load that. Now at least now it was loaded in around some 10 seconds, but when I used T2 dot micro, it took around some 4 to 5 minutes to load this page. Okay, so that's why I used T3 dot micro. So based on the application, what kind of CPU and RAM does it want, we don't know unless you test it. Yeah, this is the thing I'm trying. Okay, meanwhile we will interact here. You rating annual fee, based on the annual fee, these are the ratings. Maybe these are small applications are there. The application is completely deployed. This is the thing. Yeah, maybe you can click on this available cards. Okay, somehow it loaded quickly than AI assistant. Yeah, maybe click on load more. Oh, cool. So it is giving all the credit cards information. Maybe you can filter based on the bank and the rating. Okay, maybe you can search for the code. I'm not sure about the usability of this filters on this search bar. Yeah, but I'm really interested about this AI assistant. Yeah, it is coming now. It is coming. You see, maybe it is saying, hello, how can I help you find the perfect credit card? What are you looking for? Maybe you can say, maybe the noob is coming. Maybe then we will ask, what is credit card? Then you know what will happen? It will make a call to the Gemini, Google Gemini, and it will get the response. So this is the response given by the Gemini that was printed on this Google Assistant chart area. Maybe you can ask, what are some good cards for launch access? You can ask like this. Okay, it is taking time to do that, I guess. So okay, it is spinning here, so it is taking time to do that. It will take a little bit time. Yes, here see, it is actually, instead of streaming it is just adding the content. If he would have added the streaming, it would have been good. It would have been more better in terms of showing the UI. Yeah, like ChatGPT. Now this is the demo of the application. Yeah, I will yeah, that's it. I will give this available links and all the necessary resources in the description or in the wherever it is applicable. Yeah, thank you guys.